This is the neighbor's fruit trees. Cherry tree, peach tree. One item, I'm not sure if I can name it. So we'll just see how they make out. They're beautiful, just drop dead gorgeous. That cherry tree had the most beautiful blossoms, I guess. And now this. But I think he might have got his old water sprinkler out there, and kind of like they do down in Florida when they're going to freeze. And yeah, he did. Look at that. So that's kind of clever. He's an old country boy, so he kind of got it going on. He could probably garden circles around me, but I mean, it's just awesome. So he tried to circumvent the damage as much as possible. Just probably pretty clever. Try to get this boom a little better. So that's kind of cool. All right, that's a wrap. This is round 2 of the frozen blossoms. So boy, watered them down with a water sprinkler, kind of like they do in Florida when the citrus are going to freeze. I'm going to go with he did a pretty decent job, or had a pretty good idea. They look like they're going to be okay. Of course, only time will tell, but just from eyeballing it, it looks good. Some quick footage here at the Pepper Shack Ranch. Those are shishito peppers. They're Oriental Asian pepper, not really a hot pepper. And it froze here last night, so I'm just trying to get some quick footage of a late frost. The old weatherman made mention of it, and I guess I was smarter than a weatherman, and I didn't believe him, not even a little bit. And I'll get a little footage of the neighbor's fruit trees over across the way here in a second. But now they look okay. That old sun will come on, get on up here and thaw them out. It doesn't really seem to be that hard. It's not like it froze the ground. But boy, she dipped down there and got pretty cold nonetheless. And time will tell if they make it. And maybe a little bit of video knowledge or something here. Just how tough a pepper is, really. Mine been in thunderstorms, hailstones, and a little bit of everything. And they kind of impress me. They're a little tougher than I think a lot of us believe they are. And those are my little hillbilly greenhouses on there. Those ones down there under the little sheds or buckets or bottles, they'll be all right. They'll make it just fine. That's the stalk. That's what's left over of the ghost pepper. This is the habanero. I tried to winter them off, you know, build me a little shed up around them and out of plastic, but it was a mild winter for this part of the country I live in. It still got down to -10 a couple of times. And there's some roots down there. I want to give them a week, maybe 7-10 days, and see if something gives. If not, I got to move on, you know what I mean? That space, I got a small, only got 1,000, just a tad, maybe 1,000 square foot garden, so, you know, you got to cram stuff in there. So when you go to leaving space for to get in there and hoe and shovel and do this and that, you just burn up a lot of space, a lot of dirt. Could be growing something. On the other hand, it just makes it that much harder to keep it weeded out, and I do have weeds. There's the corn sprouting up. It hit me at a no good time, really, but it is what it is. It's just turning April. It'll be April in a day or two, April 1st. And I can, say this corn doesn't make it, I'll just rework this, reinvent it, and it'll be something else will grow over here. Not that big of a deal. I mean, I don't want to do it, but you just reinvent yourself and move on, push forward. But I think we're going to be all right. There's nothing out here that's not tough enough to make it. And we'll see if I'm right or wrong on that. What we got here is some bottles, miscellaneous bottles I saved. It's easy to do around here at the Pepper Shack Ranch. We don't drink the water out of the faucet. I doubt not that there's anything wrong with the water, it's just something wrong with our pipe. We got old freaking galvanized pipes. So we're thinking maybe a bad idea, And these might be junk. I might have to use them. Won't be easy, but we'll make some kind of a coondog out of these bottles. That's a reference from where the red fern grows and the boys like that old blue tick hound. And one kid says it won't be easy buying from Billy Cohen to get out of spite to keep old Billy Cohen from getting it, and so that's one, and that's just miscellaneous crap. And these are the good bottles right here. I like to kind of spin them down like that, and then everything goes away. And I'll leave that lid on there for a minute. And I'm thinking right there, really good. They just make little greenhouses. I didn't stop anything. I'm not trying to save a spotted owl. I'm not trying to save the world. I'm not trying to make a Green New Deal. I'm this guy trying to make something, doing a little poor boy engineering, really. And we're going to go right down over the peppers. And I got some little pepper plants. I'd probably do a lesson on how not to grow your peppers, start your peppers. But they're sprouted. Still March, it's late March. It's March nonetheless. Again, I just skin this little bad boy off there. That way that light can get down to them. They're just going to be in there for a smidgen. It's probably not a bad idea to save these. You can throw them away, whatever tickles your pickle. I'm not into it. I'm not into policing the world. I'm got my hand like old Hank Senior. I'm man of my business, so I'm pretty damn busy all the time, you know what I mean? And That's something I wish our own country would do, is quit running around sticking our fingers in everybody's pie. I used to be able to believe that, well, there's people in higher places than me and people smarter than me, and after I've been watching Washington, D.C., so I don't know, the last 10 years, I'm convinced I'm just as smarter than anybody in D.C. I'm a lot more practical. Of course, I'm not running for office because it's just me going on ranting a little bit while I cut bottles. Now, I'm not going to save, once again, I'm not going to save the environment. It's not my plan or my job to save the environment. My belief system may not be someone else's. I'm not trying to make it be somebody else's. I don't think man has the right to just trash the environment. And this is our home. It's the only home we got. It's our job to take care of it. Also our job to make a living off of it. Alright, we'll just stop there for a hot second and then maybe I'll get this cut off here, and then I'll make a little clip of some that I had out in the garden already that are in the production line. All right.